Hello and welcome to Spine Reset. My name is Sam, and this is a 20-minute class for if you're feeling stuck in the spine or the hips, if you're having any kind of pain or tenderness through the spine, or if you're experiencing any limited mobility. You may find yoga blocks and a blanket helpful in this class, but it's not necessary. So I hope you enjoy, and let's get started. Lie on your back with your knees bent. Place your feet mat distance apart and let your knees crash in towards each other so that they can relax. Bring hands to belly and close your eyes. Let your spine release down towards the mat and start to get connected to your breath, drawing breath down into the belly that's beneath your hands. Allow the glutes to relax so that the tissue around the sacrum can become a little softer. Sacrum can release closer to the mat. Start to let your head roll from side to side. Chin comes towards left shoulder. Chin moves towards right shoulder. Move really slow and make sure the turn is complete so your ear comes all the way to the mat. You can pick up the speed a little bit, letting chin roll side to side. And then release your arms out to the side to a T shape or a cactus shape, whatever feels more comfortable. Separate your knees and then keep your feet right where they are. Let the knees windshield wiper side to side. Both knees to the right and both knees to the left, letting your hips lift and your spine move as you twist here. Next time your knees go to the right, stay there for a second. Option to add a little more by placing your right foot on the outer left knee. Both shoulders down on the mat, breathe into left side body. Release your right foot and then switch the knees to the other side. Again, option to intensify a little bit, you can place your left foot on your right outer knee. Open the right side body and side waist. Release and return your legs to center. Pull your right knee into your chest for Apanasana. Interlace your fingers and place your grip right beneath the knee. Pull the knee in towards the right armpit, but avoid your rib cage. Being mindful of your pelvis, start to walk your left foot long on the mat, staying wherever you need so that your low back and your sacrum stay released down. Use the strength of your arms to pull and compress this right hip socket. Then bend your left knee, replace your left foot on the floor. Extend your right leg and grab behind your thigh, behind your calf, or up towards your ankle to stretch out through the hamstring. Roll through your ankle, move your toes. Keep your whole spine down on the mat. So grip will adjust wherever you need so that the spine is down. Figure 4. Bend your knee and place your right ankle on your left knee. Create some traction by placing your right hand into your right hip crease and pushing away. Feel your femur separate from the hip, the pelvis. Thread the needle. Pull your knees in towards your chest in that figure 4 shape, reaching your right hand through the hole between your legs. Keep your whole spine down. Rock the knees a little side to side if it feels good and it feels like it gives you a little extra range. And then use the strength of your arms again to pull your left knee in towards your chest to increase the stretch of the right hip. Release your left foot down and then release your right foot down. Bridge pose. Place your feet hip distance apart. Release your arms by your side, palms up. Tuck your tailbone towards your knees and then lift your hips. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, come to the top of your bridge, and then as you exhale, release your hips down by lowering the upper back first, the middle back, and then the hips last. One more time like that. Lift up into bridge. Find a full expression of bridge. Push the outer edges of your hands down, and then let your upper back come down, middle back, and then hips land last. Apanasana on the left. Pull your left knee into your chest. Find a strong grip. Pull the knee towards the armpit and avoid the rib cage. Gradually walk that right foot down and away from your hips so long as your hips can stay down. Compress into the abdomen, stimulating digestion here. And breathe into your right hip flexor. Bend your right knee, replace your right foot on the floor. Extend your left leg up and grab behind the thigh, calf, or ankle. Roll out through your ankle. Start to activate through the quad so the hamstring is encouraged to open. Whole spine on the mat. Figure 4. Bend your left knee and place your ankle on your right knee or thigh. Create traction by placing the base of your left palm into your left hip crease and pressing away. Thread the needle. Pull your knees into your chest. Reach your left arm through the hole. Pull your knee in toward your chest so long as the hips release down towards the mat. If not, keep your right foot on the floor. It's an okay way to modify. Release for our second set of bridge. Both feet on the mat. Arms by your side, palms up. Lift your hips, tuck your tailbone towards your knees, and bring your sternum closer to your chin. Pause here for a moment. Squeeze your shoulder blades together underneath you and feel your inner thighs rotate down so your hips remain neutral. Pull the belly in, feel strong through hips and core. And slowly lower down. Roll off to one side and press yourself up and come to tabletop. Wrists beneath the shoulders and knees beneath the hips. Inhale for cow pose. Drop your belly and lift your chest. Exhale, cat. Round your spine. Tuck your tailbone. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Downward facing dog. Walk your hands forward, tuck your toes, and lift your hips. Shake out through your head and neck, release the neck, and then separate your feet wide and sway your hips side to side. Bend into both knees, drawing knees towards your chest. And then shorten your down dog stance. Bend into your knees and send your hips backwards. Start to flex deeply into the hips. Then step your feet back to a down dog. Wrap through the shoulders and feel your fingers spread wide. Come onto your tippy toes and gently walk forward. Forward folds. Take a ragdoll shape if that feels good on the spine, or just let your arms kind of gorilla down. Soft bend in the knees so the low back and the spine have a chance to release. Shake your head yes and no. Heel toe your feet together to touch, and then come up halfway. Exhale, fold, hinge at your hips. Turn to the side and step your left foot back so that all 10 toes face the left. With a long spine, lunge side to side, bend into one knee and then the other, keeping the weight back into your heels. Add a flank stretch next time you bend to the left. Walk both hands so they're in front of the right foot, almost like a down dog or a child's pose shape, and then let your left set of ribs sink towards the mat. Feel for length in the left set of ribs. Switch sides, bring hands to center and straighten both legs. Bend into right knee. Walk both hands to the left so your hands are in front of your left foot. Let your head come in between your biceps, and then let your right set of ribs open and press towards the mat and towards the right. Weight in your heels, send your hips back. Come back to neutral, and then again, move side to side. Prasarita A, folds forward with straight legs. Walk your hands in between your feet. Create chaturanga shape with your arms. Let the back of your neck be long so the crown of the head is always reaching down. Stay strong through inner thighs and arches of the feet, lifting up with the hips. Walk your hands back to the front of the mat. And then drop your left knee down for a box lunge. You can place a blanket under your knee if you need that support. Easy twisting lunge. Place your left hand to the outer edge of your mat in line with your right foot. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. Pull the belly in and lean your torso back away from your right thigh as you hug your right thigh into midline. Keep pelvis neutral and lengthen your spine by telescoping the ribs towards the front of the mat. Breathe in your twist. Release and grab blocks for a half split. Straighten your right leg and turn your toes up towards your face. Breathe into the hamstring and pull your spine long. Make sure that your hands can reach and feel grounded wherever they are, so blocks or the mat. Come back to a box shape and then turn your left calf so it's perpendicular to your mat. Turn to face the left side of your mat. Walk your right foot forward just a little so we can come towards a modified side angle. Lunge into your front knee so that you get a stretch on that left inner thigh, and then reach your left arm overhead, wrap the shoulder. Focus on maintaining length in your torso and feeling for opening your right hip. So right outer hip is active and rotating. Modified reverse warrior. Place your left hand on your hip and reach your right arm up and overhead. Come back to center and find down dog. Breathe in this down dog, find neutral. Step your left foot forward, drop your right knee down. Box lunge on the other side, set up into a box shape with the legs for easy twisting lunge. Level your pelvis and then place your right hand on the outer edge of your mat in line with your left foot. So space there so that your torso can fall backwards. Make sure there's a lot of space, at least a foot in between your left foot and your right hand. Lengthen your spine by telescoping the ribs as you twist open. Maintain a level pelvis. Relax your neck and jaw. Half split. Grab blocks if you used it on the other side, and then straighten your left leg. Notice hips are over the back knee here. Level pelvis. Keep hugging the left femur bone back into your hip socket as you flex and turn your left toes towards your face. Blocks here can help to maintain a long spine as opposed to rounding in the upper back. Come back to a box shape and then turn your right shin perpendicular to the mat. Modified side angle. Walk your left foot forward, turning so you can see me, so that you can lunge into left knee. Modified side angle, left elbow on left knee, right arm overhead with a wrap shoulder. Lengthen your ribs away from your hips. Feel for lifting up through pelvic floor. Reverse warrior. Downward facing dog. Use down dog as a way to come back to neutral spine. Use the strength of your legs to traction your hips up and away from your shoulders to create space in between your vertebrae. Drop to the knees. And have a seat. Half straddle. Extend your right leg, bend your left knee. Place your right hand behind your right knee for support. Let your right ear fall to right shoulder. Reach out through left fingertips so that they hover a couple inches off the mat, and energetically reach through left fingers to help drop your left shoulder away from your left ear. Relax your jaw and breathe into your neck. Let the weight of your head fall to the right and your right shoulder relax down your back. Side bend. Wrap your left shoulder overhead. Keep your ear relaxed towards your right shoulder and puff up your left ribs towards the ceiling as you contract right side ribs. Forward fold. Release your left hand down to frame your right leg and fold. Breathe into low back. Slowly walk yourself up to a seat. And switch sides. Left leg out, right leg bends in. Left hand down for support. Let your left ear fall to left shoulder and release left shoulder down as well. Extend your right arm out to the side, fingertips point down, and draw your right shoulder blade down your back to create space in the chest and in the neck. Relax your jaw. Breathe into the neck. Allow for softness. Side bend. Sweep your right arm overhead, wrap the shoulder. Puff your right side ribs up and contract left side body. If you need a little more stretch, walk your bottom hand closer to your foot. Forward fold. Release your right hand down to frame your left foot or left leg and fold. Relax your chin to your chest so the back of the neck can stay long, and then breathe into the tissues of your back body. Walk yourself back up to a seat for Baddha Konasana. Bend both knees and bring the soles of the feet together. If you have tight inner thighs, you can place blocks underneath the knees or thighs to give it a little extra support. Grab the front of the ankles. Inhale and lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward. Focus on pouring the pelvic bowl forward in between your thighs. Option to add a side bend if it would feel good in your fold. You can walk both hands to the right, stack left hand on top of right, and then sink left ribs down. Walk back to center. And then walk both hands to the left, right hand on top of left, sink your right ribs. Inhale, come back through center. And then walk yourself back up to a seat. Remove your blocks. Roll down onto your side. And then onto your back. Pull the knees into the chest. Rock a little side to side. Make circles with the knees. And then take happy baby. Let this happy baby be a little free. You can move and rock if it feels good, or straddle one leg and then the other. Anything it would take for the spine to release into the support of the ground. Pull your knees in one more time. And then set up for Shavasana. If you do have a blanket nearby, you can roll it up and place it underneath your thighs or knees to give your hip flexors a little relief. You can also use a blanket as a pillow if you prefer. Let your arms come down by your side, palms up. Take a big deep breath in your Shavasana. As you exhale, let something go and allow your body to sink deeper into the support of the mat. Rest with the intention of resetting your spine, allowing everything to fall into place as opposed to being forced or fixed or manipulated in any way. Let it be because of ease and rest that your spine can realign. If you have time to stay in Shavasana, then pause this video now. Start to let breath come back to the body. Taking deeper and deeper breaths, and when you feel ready, stretch your arms up and overhead. Give yourself a full long stretch. Then roll onto one side. Take a fetal position, letting your head rest on your upper arm. Breathe in that shape for a breath or two. Then using your hands, press yourself up to a seat with a relaxed neck. Bring hands together at heart center. Taking a breath or two in gratitude for everything that your body can do, all of its abilities and strengths. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.